Lawyers, listen up, because in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to show you how to add 6 to 7 figures or more to your law practice, fall back in love with the law again, and use your law degree to build your law practice into a business you love, serving clients in a truly meaningful way, just by incorporating a special kind of estate planning into your practice. Not only that, but I'm also going to show you how 487 lawyers just like you right now are currently adding over $100 million in revenue to their law practices each year, and over $1 billion since I started teaching this methodology, while providing a service that can never be replaced by AI, while escaping the time for dollars in 6-minute increments legal grind, and rediscovering the joy they had when they first graduated law school and passed the bar. And I'm also going to show you how you can stop charging by the hour and start earning $4,500 to $6,500 for an impactful service that 33 million families across the US want and need, and that will take you just a few hours of client service to deliver, especially with technology on your side. While you have clients who thank you for what you do and even send you gifts and referrals on top of what they pay you. Now, how can I make this kind of a promise? It is simple. I have the best track record on the planet when it comes to helping attorneys just like you achieve a 6 to 7 figure law practice and win their lives and hearts and souls back in the process. You see, I have been creating this methodology for 20 years, trial and erroring it, testing and proving it. And over the past 4 years, I've taught this estate planning strategy to over 487 lawyers and counting. And in that time, these lawyers have collectively added over $1 billion in revenue to their firms, including $1 million a year of recurring annual revenue, and we are only at the very beginning of that. Our average lawyer client does this while slashing their working hours and never having to set foot in a courtroom or deal with opposing counsel ever again. And most importantly, all of these lawyers did it while taking control of their lives and falling back in love with the law again. I'm talking about lawyers like Will. He was of counsel at a firm doing corporate work, meaning he would never make partner, yet he was clocking in 60-hour weeks, working on transactions he didn't even feel connected with. And he was completely burnt out without any autonomy or control over his life or his income. We helped Will launch his own firm, offering our unique estate planning service to clients at $4,000 a piece. And in his first year, he did $250,000 in revenue. And now 3 years later, he'll do $700,000, and by next year, he'll have over $100,000 per year of recurring revenue built in, with plenty of time to travel with his wife and raise his 2 very cute kids and be the dad he wants to be. Or my client Pam. She started out as a deputy district attorney and then decided to go out on her own with a combination of estate planning and litigation. But the constant court appearances and endless litigation left her with no freedom. So we taught Pam our estate planning methodology, and she loved it so much that she phased out litigation altogether. Today, she is on track to do $1 million or more this year, serving just 240 families, and she'll begin to build her 6 figures of recurring revenue as well, while having enough free time to have taken a maternity leave already with her first child and on her way to birth her second, while her husband is able to stay at home to support them. Or Samra, who just had her first child. She's got a fully virtual practice serving both families and business owners with our unique heart-centered estate planning service, and she's earning $20,000 a month consistently, working from home. Or our client Beverly. She had quit the law altogether and even wrote a book about it. But when she heard that you can use heart-centered estate planning to provide high-value services that would take little time for her personally to deliver, and that she could build a business around, well, she decided to give it a shot. And today she has never looked back. She has a $2 million a year business, and she's setting it up to either sell it or have it run without her, so she and her husband can travel the world, which has always been her dream, while continuing to pay her the cash flow she needs. Now, I know that if you're like most lawyers and the law has become a miserable, soulless grind, or even just a hamster wheel that you can't get out of and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, the thought of building your law practice into a business you love that gives you the freedom to enjoy your life and family, well, it might sound impossible. But the good news I have for you is that where you are right now is exactly where Will and Pam, Samra and Beverly, so many more of our lawyer clients were when they first came to work with us. Burned out, working way too much, trying to figure out what else they could do with their law degree, or maybe even having already left the law, struggling to get new clients in the door if they were working in their own law practice, stuck dealing with litigation, court dates, horrid opposing counsel, and with zero time for friends, family, or themselves. And today, all four of them, well, really, all 487 plus of them are running 6- and 7-figure law firms that they love, virtually if they choose, without ever having to set foot in a courtroom again unless they want to, and only serving clients that they love. And these are just a few of the 487 plus lawyers across the US and will be international soon who are successfully implementing this game plan. And that's why I'm so confident that it can work for you too. Now look, if I were already trying to figure out what else I could do with my law degree, or how I could build a business I love while staying a lawyer, or coming back to the law after time away, and someone made me this kind of an offer, I would say, yes, Allie, I'm in. Where do I sign up? So if that's all you need to hear, click the button on this page and schedule a free Love My Lawyer Life Roadmap session with my team now. And here's how it'll work. We'll get on the phone for about 45 minutes. We're going to ask you some questions and you can tell us exactly where you are right now in your law practice or in your legal career or outside of the law. What's working? What's not? Where do you want to be? We want to hear about exactly what you're struggling with, what you're excited about, what you want to create, and of course, what's holding you back? And then we will put our heads and our hearts together with yours and show you exactly how you can leverage some very simple to deliver, high value, heart forward services to add $250,000 to $1 million or more to your law practice and build it into a business this year while working far smarter than you are right now. And by the way, if you're thinking, actually, I don't mind working a lot, as long as I'm doing work I enjoy, then in that case, well, we could talk about how to add multiple millions to your business. You see, how much or how little you want to work, well, it's completely up to you. What I care about is giving you the leverage and the freedom and the systems and the mentoring to use this heart-centered counseling-based methodology to earn as much as you desire. Whether you work full-time or part-time or somewhere in between, and either way, what's most important is I want you to love being a lawyer again. And our goal on this call will be to give you a complete game plan for a 6- or 7-figure law practice that you can start using today to stop trading time for dollars and liberate yourself once and for all with a business that you love and will make a huge difference in your community and to your family. And by the way, if you want my team's help to deploy this estate planning system and this service in your business with the systems and mentoring to make sure you do it right the first time, well, we can talk about how to make that happen. If not, that's okay. Either way, by the time we're done with this call, you are going to have a crystal clear path to working in full alignment with the life you want while earning a lot more, or just earning what you need and working with some of the best, most grateful clients on the planet. So click the button under this video and schedule your free Love My Lawyer Life Roadmap session now. Now, by the way, this is not for everyone. I do have 2 very strict requirements you must meet in order to be eligible for this Love My Life Roadmap session. Number 1, you must be an attorney and you must be committed to building your law practice into a business. And you must be willing to either learn estate planning or already be doing it and want to do it in a way that truly serves your clients. And 2, you must be willing to invest in yourself to build your law practice into a business in the next 12 months. We currently have over 487 lawyers just like you using this system and these strategies in their practices. And they're scaling their practices into businesses so they love their lives, but it does take an investment in yourself to make that happen. So if you are not willing to do that, well, I definitely can't help you. But if you are an attorney and you know estate law already, or you're willing to learn and you're willing to learn the way that we teach it, which will help you do, we've helped hundreds of lawyers do it from scratch. And if you are willing to invest in yourself, to add 6 to 7 figures in revenue to your law practice while working in a far more aligned way than you are right now, well, click the button under this video and book that free Love My Lawyer Life Roadmap session now. And by the way, if you want to know more about how and why this works, well, I'll give you the secret in just 2 words: relational law. See, if you're like most attorneys, you're trying to figure out What else can you do with your law degree? You're not earning enough in your business. You're wasting too much time with prospects who don't turn it into clients, or if they do, they don't want to pay your bill, and you don't have a clear strategy for bringing new clients in the door, or addressing the question that all lawyers dread, but especially estate planning lawyers. How much does this cost? You don't know how to help clients see the true value of your services, so you end up limiting yourself to whatever low-cost services they'll actually pay for, or maybe even serving them under insurance plans that barely pay you enough to provide the service. And that means that the only way you can grow your business is to sell more documents, become a trust mill that churns and burns your way through clients, or work way harder than is necessary, delivering a service you know is going to leave your clients with failed plans down the road. And all the while, the specter of AI is looming. You're hearing the rumors that within a few months, computers will be able to do exactly the kind of work you do, and while you're hoping it's not true, you're wondering if maybe you're about to be replaced by a machine. Or even worse, you're working in a practice area where if you are not working, you are not earning. Or you have to deal with opposing counsel constantly, unreasonable court demands and schedules, or you have to take whatever walks in the door and you can never get ahead. You are afraid to focus your energy on only serving clients you love because you think you can't. Or you aren't charging enough to deliver a truly impactful and meaningful service because you think your clients just will hire someone cheaper, do it themselves, and you feel like you're working with people who don't value you or the work you do. And your schedule, well, if it is packed, it ends up getting packed with people you'd rather not even spend time with. And this is why so many lawyers are leaving the legal profession in droves. And it's the reason for the saying, there's no such thing as a happy lawyer. That's not the case in our community. Our lawyers are happy lawyers who love their lives. But if that's not you, it just turns into an endless grind, chasing money and never having enough time to love your life, and you start to wonder why you ever got into the law in the first place. It's not what I want for you, and I know it's not what you want for yourself. It is not why you went to law school. It's not why you took on all that student loan debt. So what you need to do instead is to leverage what we call relational law. It's a heart-centered, counseling-based methodology. Today, we teach it to you to serve families and business owners with a methodology, a rare form of estate planning, so you can build a real business using your law degree. It's a model, a relational law model that provides massive value to your clients while also being simple to deliver. And best of all, it can never be replaced by AI. It allows our lawyers to have a nearly 100% engagement rate. That's right. Rather than having to waste time with tire kickers who ask a million questions and don't hire you, virtually every single prospect that you talk to will become a client and happily choose to pay you $4,500 on average. Some less, some more. And the great part is that they'll choose their own fee and level of service. We have literally structured this all out for you in detail, and that's why our lawyers are able to ramp up and build their law practices into businesses so quickly. The best part, these services take just 6 hours or so per client to deliver while providing an incredible value to your clients, and they're not reliant on you. So they're happy and grateful that they hired you. They look to you as their trusted advisor, but it's really your systems that are providing the services, and your clients will tell all their friends, family, clients, and colleagues about you. It is a truly scalable, systematized, relational model. No more going to court, no more dealing with opposing counsel, no more working 60-hour work weeks unless you want to. You get to decide how many clients you want to serve, how many hours you want to work. You dial it up or you dial it down on demand. And if you're burning out and you want your freedom back, no problem. Cut your hours to part-time. And with systems, technology, and team in place, you can still bring home $250,000 a year or more. On the other hand, if you're a go-getter who enjoys working full-time and can't sit still, well, for you, we are talking millions or even multiple millions. Either way, relational law with the systems, technology, and team to deliver it is the master key to building a 6 to 7 figure law practice that gives you back your freedom and your life while providing an incredibly valuable service to your clients at the same time. Now, how do I know? Well, it's because relational law is what helped me to create my life and law practice into a business I loved and allowed me to help hundreds of lawyers just like you add hundreds of thousands, now millions, over $1 billion to their law practices while cutting their working days down to what's reasonable based on their own specific desires. I've proven this over 487 times in every part of the country, and now I want to put the same strategy with this same service to work for you in your life and in your law practice. So book that free Love My Lawyer Life Roadmap session now, and let me lay the whole thing out for you step by step so you can apply it in your community starting today. I am Allie Katz. Click the link, book your free call, and let's talk soon.